Hello friends, and welcome back to Electronic Box. My name is Nikolai, and today's video will be very interesting, so stay tuned. Right at the beginning, a disclaimer: I don't want to replicate Mike Delgadio's channel, which is called Boot Junkie, by the way. Not at all. I just want to share with you my feelings and emotions about two microphones. Today we will compare this microphone to this microphone. If they look similar, well, there is a reason for that. They share the same microphone capsule or diaphragm. For a very long time, there are only two microphones that I use for voiceover work. One is Sennheiser MKH416, which is a shotgun microphone, and this one, Neumann TLM103. I have done commercials for Mercedes, Audi, BMW, Kia, Continental, DHL. But before we continue, I want to share with you a few interesting facts. To be a successful voiceover artist and to have a successful career, you actually need only 5 things. And believe it or not, the most important one, it will be the last one, but it is a bit controversial. You will see what I'm talking about. So, the number one thing that you have to own is a vocal booth. I cannot stress enough that if you don't have a vocal booth, you cannot make any type of professional voiceover work. Number 2 is the proper microphone. In this case, you will see Neumann TLM103, which is long been the standard microphone for that. Why? Because people cannot afford to buy super high-end microphones for that type of work. Next step is to use a quality preamp. In my case, I use Worm Audio WA73 EQ preamp, which I love. And the last part, almost the last part, the fourth part, is the decent sound card. Why I said decent sound card? Because actually you will not use the whole capabilities of the sound card. You use only the converters. And for that, there is no much difference. Well, I use RME Babyface Pro FS, which is my least favorite part of the setup. If you ask me why, you have to watch my other video dedicated to RME Babyface, and you understand my point. To be honest, the last part is not so important, because it doesn't matter if it is RME, Universal Audio, Audient, Focusrite, Arturia, they all converters are very similar. Of course, if you ask me, Audient has better preamps than RME. RME has other points that are stronger, for example, faster, buffer, and so on, but for the converters, it doesn't really matter so much because they're very, very close. We're not speaking about super high-end converters like Prism or Lynx and many other devices. We are speaking about casual studios with a normal budget, not with converters for 5 or 10,000 pounds or euro. That's another topic. But now let's get back to the comparison. We will compare Neumann TLM103 to the holy grail of the microphones, Neumann U87. For this, I have prepared for you 2 scripts, one in English and one in Bulgarian, because I'm not native English speaker. My native language is Bulgarian, so I will read for you one small part of my script for Panasonic cameras that is still not finished, and I don't know when it will be, and one script that is in Bulgarian. In my work as an after-sales manager for a major French car manufacturer, I often have to prepare a video tutorial, presentation, or simply have to film some car behavior or problem. My photography passion began 5 years ago, and I had the possibility to try and use many DSLR camera brands. Finally, I switched to Panasonic Lumix cameras, and I enjoy every moment with them. Right at the beginning, I want to mention that this video is my own opinion, and is not sponsored by Panasonic or any other brand. And the Bulgarian script. Основното предназначение на астрономическите телескопи е да увеличат количеството светлина, която стига до наблюдателя, а не да увеличат изображението, тъй като звездите са толкова далече, че при всяко увеличение изглеждат като точки. Телескопът събира попадналата в него светлина и я концентрира, увеличавайки по този начин интензитета й. Така звездите изглеждат по-бляскави и може да се наблюдават дори далечните, слаби и поради това невидими за невооруженото око звезди. And now we will switch to U87. In my work as an after-sales manager for a major French car manufacturer, I often have to prepare a video tutorial presentation or simply have to film some car behavior or problem. My photography passion began 5 years ago, and I had the possibility to try and use many DSLR camera brands. Finally, I switched to Panasonic Lumix cameras, and I enjoy every moment with them. Right at the beginning, I want to mention that this video is my own opinion and is not sponsored by Panasonic or any other brand. Основното предназначение на астрономическите телескопи е да увеличат количеството светлина, която стига до наблюдателя, а не да увеличат изображението, тъй като звездите са толкова далече, че при всяко увеличение изглеждат като точки. Телескопът събира попадналата в него светлина и я концентрира, увеличавайки по този начин интензитета й. Така звездите изглеждат по-бляскави и може да се наблюдават дори далечните, слаби и поради това невидими за невъоръженото око звезди. So friends, this is Neumann U87. Before we wrap up this short video and comparison between Neumann TLM103 and Neumann U87, I want to touch on the last point, which is the source. Many of you will say this is the most important part for voiceover, your voice and acting abilities, etc. For me, it's not like that. Why? Because if you're still not the best, you can still be chosen, because sometimes the customer need fresh, new voices that are not used so much. And you have your chance. Not only that, but if you have the studio, you may record many other voices, not only yours. So this is still an opportunity. That's why for me, the source, the voice, while it's very important, for some part it's not so much, because you can work in your studio without recording your voice at all. So, I hope this video was helpful for you. If it was, do not hesitate to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one.